This is Sports Drive.
Welcome back into the Sports Drive, everyone. It looks like I don't have any career coming up on the pitching mound. But, you know, I brought in our very own Mike Roden to chat with us a little bit more about this state tournament, big, you know, event coming up and happening this week.
By the way, you did better than I would have done on the pitches. So
I got like one strike, and I think it was a changeup. It was going all of 35 miles an hour.
Well, you're braver than I am. At least you try, and I wouldn't even embarrass myself by getting out there. So
see, I think like I'm fine, but I know that my dad and two brothers are about to have the worst secondhand embarrassment watching that back home.
Did we teach you nothing?
They already had secondhand embarrassment. Me trying to bat in the batting cages the other day when I did the Bushland one.
Right.
But they were all three pitchers. My dad played at West Georgia, the Division II college, in our area, and then my brothers both pitched in high school. They're going to be like, you throw like a girl. That's literally what they're going to say.
Yeah, well, you know, after all, you are, and so
I know.
And that's just not your sport, so.
Exactly, exactly. I need to go do an overtime with tennis.
There you go.
We can get it started there.
Tennis or basketball?
Yes, basketball. Oh, I think I need to kind of wait on the basketball, because I told you the other day, I think these are fun. Basketball, if I'm playing one-on-one with someone and they're beating me, I'm going to get really mad.
It's for real then, huh?
I'm going to get super mad.
Yeah.
But obviously, Mike, we'll switch gears a little bit here. Nazareth, you know, good luck to them on their, you know, third consecutive state tournament appearance. Awesome there for the Swifts.
That itself is amazing.
I know. Now we'll kind of, you know, go on a little bit to Randall, chat about them a little bit. I know that we're covering that for TPSN, that semifinal game coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Steve Rivera, who did, I thought, an outstanding job. He has all season calling Randall games, but he's, you know, and he's got a vested interest. He's the former head coach of the Randall Raiders baseball team and assistant football coach. So he's a Raider through and through, and he told me before the season, I want to call Randall because I think they've got a great year coming up, got a chance to go to state, and here they are. And I thought he did an outstanding job calling the series against Stephenville. I was vacationing at the
As
lake.
you should.
Every now and then I get a few days off, and Steve took the banner, and man, he did a great job. Was very excited to hear them win and the way he called it. So he'll be heading on down to Austin and Dish Falk Field. And as I tweeted out and put on Facebook earlier today, as we've done all season and throughout the playoffs, we'll have a free audio live stream of the games. And of course, they will be video streamed through UIL and NFHS network. That's a subscription-based fee. So, you know, people will watch it, and I don't blame people who want to subscribe and watch it. I'd love to. If I had a kid or grandkid playing, I would too. But we definitely, I think, have an audience that wants to just listen and don't like those subscription fees. So Steve will be calling it, and I guarantee you he'll be into it because he was definitely into that matchup with Stephenville the other day.
Well, that was an exciting one.
Oh, man, it was great. I mean, Randall, you know, dropped the first game. Didn't play badly. Stephenville just had an outstanding pitcher on the mound, and you know, a 3-2, and it went down to the wire, 3-2 game. But Randall really showed what they're made of. They just flat out pitched Stephenville in the second and third games of that series, and you know, Duncan Bowles tossing a one-hitter in Game 2 was kind of overshadowed by what happened in Game 3.
I know, yeah.
But, you know, they weren't going to play Game 3 without him and that performance, a 2-0 shutout, complete game one-hitter by Duncan Bowles in Game 2. So he was, you know, he deserves a lot of credit because he knew he was under the gun, knew he had to go perform. But he's done that all year long. He's undefeated on the season on the mound.
Wow.
So, you know, not a lot of pitchers in the state can say that. So he was great. And then that third game, you know, when the Hagen Shed hit the grand slam.
That was crazy.
I mean, I was at the lake pumping my fist because I was listening to Steve's call of it, and just as excited as anyone. I said, yes, you know, and I knew then, hey, they're going to win this, and they did.
So I'm trying to imagine you now. Are you like on the boat and you just have it turned up on the radio?
Actually, I was at the cabin. We rent a cabin down at Possum Kingdom. For those who don't know, my family does. We have a ton of family.
Oh, that's fun.
And I was at the cabin outside. But we're right on the lake, so we can see the boats and the kids, the younger kids, tubing and things like that. So
that's fun.
yeah, I wasn't actually on the lake, but I was close to it. So
That's awesome. But yes, obviously huge comeback series for them. I mean, I know that Preston spoke with like Coach Hamilton and them after the game and everything, and even you would think that a team 32-game win streak snapped and then come out and perform the way they did. I mean, that just shows the tenacity and just the grit of this team to just not give up. They did not hang their heads one bit.
No, they really didn't. And to me, that reflects on a couple of things, and it starts first of all with the coaching staff. Coach Hamilton and all of his assistants, they do a great job. Coach Hamilton has been around a long time. He's a veteran coach. He's played the game. He knows how it is to have a disappointing performance, disappointing outing, and it had to be a little bit disappointing for the players. I mean, these are teenage guys, and I know the coach tells them don't read the press clippings, don't look at the polls, don't think about a 32-game winning streak, that kind of thing. But still, they're teenage guys. They're gonna do that to some extent. But it also shows the veteran leadership on the team, that this is a senior-laden team. And I'm sure every one of those seniors said, hey, we've come back before. We've been here, done that. And even though it was against a good team like Stephenville, I don't think for 1 minute Randall thought, hey, we're out of this thing or anything like that. Those thoughts just never entered their mind. And so, yeah, coaching staff and then the senior leadership on the team, they were going to have no part of being disappointed over that big winning streak coming to an end. I'm sure that was a little dejecting after the fact, but they got over it in a hurry, came out, and again, Duncan Bowles was incredible. They got enough run support for him, and then went to Game 3, and I again never thought that they would not win Game 3 as well, and then got the big knock and closed it out. So it was a thrilling series.
I don't want to spoil too much about my story that I'm doing tomorrow, but I did speak, with Coach Prosp yesterday, and we were just talking about the 07 run and this run, and I kind of wanted to go back to you saying this is a player-led team. He mentioned to me that after that Game 1 loss, they go back to the hotel, and Mason Gilbert called a meeting.
There you go.
Without coaches.
Right.
With the team, and he was like, we don't know what was said. It was just Mason just grabbed everybody, and they went in there and talked, and then they come out and perform like they did. So I just kind of want to mention that. I thought it was cool. Definitely player-led, senior veteran leadership-led.
He's the rah-rah guy. There's some that lead in a quieter way, but Mason, he's a get-after-it kind of guy, and I'm sure he had some great words of encouragement and enthusiasm for his team, and got them pumped up and said, let's go do this, and here they went, and that's great. I like that.